coffee.
Hi, Levi.
Oh, hey. Thank you.
Hi, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. Are you ready to answer some quickfire questions about Serve Asia?
Definitely, let's go for it.
Okay, firstly, do you want to just quickly introduce yourself?
Yeah, so my name's Levi, originally from the UK. I now live here in Yokohama, Japan, doing church planting work.
And where are we right now?
So this is my local cafe. I live about 8 minutes that way.
Tell me 3 things that you can't live without.
I would have to say my Bible, good coffee, and ultimate frisbee. So I'll be using this later.
If you wrote an autobiography, what would the title be?
Grit, Grace, and a Ginger Gaijin.
What's the strangest nickname you've ever been given?
Diesel, but it's also the only nickname I've ever been given.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Whatever it is Batman has.
Do you have a hidden talent?
Does baking cookies count?
Only if you're being mean and you're not sharing them.
I know.
What do you miss the most from home?
Family, friends, cheese.
If you could only do one karaoke song for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Probably Acorn of Kakehashi by Yuzu.
Do you want to sing some for us?
You really don't want me to.
If you could meet Hudson Taylor, the founder of OMF, what would you like to ask him?
I'd ask him about prayer and fasting and beards.
Okay, puppies or kittens?
Definitely puppies, because kittens turn into cats, and nobody wants that.
One skill that you wish you had?
Wish I could remember people's names.
What are you most excited about in life right now?
Today is another day to know Jesus better.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Sometimes the only bad decision is no decision. Oh hey, I've got to go.
Where are you going?
Come on, I'll show you.
So Levi, how did you first hear about Serve Asia?
Through my university Christian Union group.
And what prompted you to go on your first trip?
I wanted to experience Japan for myself.
What made you choose Serve Asia instead of any other mission agency short-term program?
It was the emphasis on experiencing mission as well as growing as a Christian.
How long did you go for?
1 year.
What did you do?
Mostly student outreach.
So what did your average day look like then?
I wouldn't say I had an average day, but most weeks I was doing things like teaching English, learning about Japan, hanging out with students, doing Bible studies, snowboard trips, that kind of thing.
What were your expectations before going?
Experience Japan for myself, learn the Japanese language, and confirm my sense of calling to Japan.
Did you experience any disappointments or frustrations?
Yeah, learning Japanese took much longer than I was expecting. In fact, I'm still working on it.
What's the most significant thing you took away from your first Serve Asia trip?
I guess a more intentional and focused mission mindset.
And what did you do about this when you got home?
So I'd planned my time to maximize time I could spend with people who don't know Jesus, like working in coffee shops, for example.
How many Serve Asia trips did you go on before coming to Japan long term?
3.
What's been your favourite moment on a Serve Asia trip?
I'd probably say New Year's, spending time in my friend's house, hanging out with him and his family, and just feeling really happy and at home in Japan. Oh, hey, it's Alex. Hey.
Hey, Levi.
Hey.
Hi.
So, Levi, what was the most difficult thing about adjusting to life in Japan?
Probably strict punctuality, ambiguous communication, and natto.
Oh, speaking of natto,
Dude, if you're eating that, then I'm going inside. So this is the cafe I often come to when I'm going to study. Do you want anything?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay. こんにちは。じゃあエスプレッソお願いします。
What did you get?
Espresso.
So how did you deal with these challenges that you faced?
I would observe people, ask questions, find out what the cultural norms were, and then adjust my behaviour to fit in. With natto, I'm still adjusting.
What did you learn about the needs of Japan?
That they're huge, impossible even without God. They require an ongoing commitment to prayer, genuine love for the Japanese people, willingness to learn and grow, and obedience to God's leading.
And what was your most dominant thought or feeling each time you came home?
I want to go back.
What did the Great Commission mean to you before Serve Asia?
A task to be accomplished.
And after?
A way of life.
What advice would you give to anyone who wants to become a missionary?
I'd say go for it. Try pushing on some doors. If all the doors seem locked, look for a window.
If you weren't a missionary, what would you be doing?
Probably working for a Japanese tech company.
Okay, last question.
Yep.
What are you doing for the rest of the day?
Got a bit of prep to do for Sunday, but before that I'm going to go practice some throwing. Do you want to come with me?
Yeah, sure.